Lions fans, gather round and get ready, because the winds of change may be howling louder than ever through the Gridiron this season. Smash that like button if you feel the roar coming, because what I'm about to share could rewrite the narrative. Not just for our Lions, but for an entire corner of the NFL struggling with its own identity crisis. Imagine for a moment a franchise that once stood at the pinnacle, a beacon of excellence under the steady hand of a legendary quarterback, now floundering amid coaching churn and front office turmoil, a situation mirroring some of the very challenges we know all too well here in Detroit. Yet, what if the Phoenix rising from those ashes wasn't some fresh-faced wunderkind, but a familiar name etched deeply in the hearts of fans and players alike? A man whose arm once orchestrated magic under the big lights, Drew Brees. Yes, you heard me right. The Saints, still wrestling with their post-Peyton fallout and consecutive head coaching shakeups, are starting to hum a speculative tune that could revive hope in a city desperate for a hero. On a recent broadcast, Brees himself didn't shy away from stepping back into the spotlight, dropping hints about his desire to re-engage with the NFL, perhaps even stepping onto the sideline, not as a player, but as a coach. Now pause and ask yourself, why does this spark such intrigue? Because the Saints symbolize more than just a team. They represent a deeply fractured franchise in need of a steady hand and a clear vision, qualities a future Hall of Famer like Brees inherently possesses. But here's where it gets even more compelling. Reggie Bush, Brees' old teammate, isn't just a bystander in this unfolding drama. He's publicly voiced absolute enthusiasm for Brees to take the helm, even throwing in that he wants to coach alongside him, offering a tantalizing glimpse of a coaching duo rooted in past glory and mutual respect. It's a rare moment where former players connect as coaches, a concept more embraced in leagues like the NBA. Bush argues that in the NFL's often restrictive coaching carousel, this dichotomy raises a burning question. Why does the NFL hesitate so long to welcome its legends back in leadership roles? Could this systemic barrier be a prime reason we see such instability in teams like the Saints? Imagine the seismic shift if Brees did break through that invisible ceiling and molded the next generation of talent in New Orleans. It's a narrative dripping with emotional resonance, an aging franchise, a legendary signal caller itching for redemption, and a community hungry to cheer once more under the bright lights of postseason glory. Yet reality tempers dreams. Current head coach Kellen Moore's proven ability to develop quarterbacks and snag a Super Bowl rings again places a formidable hurdle in the path of Brees' coaching aspirations. The question now becomes a tantalizing what-if hanging heavy. In the air like Detroit's winter fog, if Moore's methods falter, will the Saints summon the courage to entrust the sideline to their beloved former face of the franchise? Will we witness the ultimate homecoming, a storybook ending with Brees ascending to coaching greatness and etching his legacy anew, perhaps even inspiring a statue outside the Superdome? Lions fans, brace yourselves because this saga is far from over, and as the NFL landscape shifts beneath our feet, the next turn in this journey could shake not only one franchise, but offer lessons about leadership, loyalty, and legacy that resonate all the way back to our own Motor City. So, what's next for Brees, Bush, and the Saints? Only time will tell, but I'll be here roaring alongside you as this story unfolds in ways none of us can yet predict. If you still believe in the roar, hit that like button, because what's coming next could flip the NFL script entirely. This isn't just about a coaching change or a legend chasing redemption. It's about the soul of a franchise, a community, and a dream that refuses to die. Think about the locker room chemistry players whispering about Brees' presence already, inspiring a newfound confidence in those young guns who grew up idolizing the man, now watching him fight for his second chance at greatness from the sidelines. What if the Saints, stuck in mediocrity for too long, start to rally behind this bold vision of a coaching legend, returning not as a player, but as a mentor, a leader who can bridge the gap between old-school grit and modern NFL innovation? You've got the stars like Kamara and Michael Thomas, who have everything to gain from this shift, veterans hungry for real postseason pushes, eager to be part of a reawakening. Think about the rival reactions fans of Tampa, Atlanta, and Carolina already whispering about how this could change the NFC. South forever. Would Atlanta finally tap into that young talent and catch the wave? Or would the NFL's old guard, stuck in their stubborn ways, try to dismantle this narrative before it even takes off? But here's where it gets gut-wrenching. Imagine the heartbreak if Moore's blueprint fails, if the team stagnates, and the Saints franchise, once a symbol of resilience, slides further into uncertainty. Detroit, of all cities, knows the pain of waiting, of longing for that breakthrough, for a moment that transforms a team from hopeful to victorious. Could Brees, with the passion of a lifelong lion, rally those Saints just as we've rallied through? Heartbreaks, close calls, and that crushing playoff loss that still haunts us? The magnitude of what this could mean, it's more than just a coaching story. It's a testament to loyalty, perseverance, and the relentless pursuit of redemption. And yet, amidst all this passion, all this hope, I can't help but ask, do we truly grasp the seismic ripple effects a decision like Brees stepping back into the NFL coaching arena would create? It's not just about rebuilding a team or chasing a Super Bowl. It's about rewriting the narrative of legends in this league, about proving that greatness doesn't fade with age. It transforms, it evolves, it burns brighter. We've seen it in Detroit, those moments of true clarity when hope ignites and the roar becomes deafening. So tell me, Lions fans, are we just witnesses to history, or are we part of the making? Because I believe with every fiber of my being that this isn't just a story of a franchise falling apart or rising anew. It's about the power of belief, the unyielding faith that someday, somehow, legends like Brees, once adored, now revered, in a new role, can shape a team, a city, and perhaps even inspire a league. So don't tell me this is just speculation. Tell me, are we ready to embrace the chaos, to root for the impossible, to believe that our legends can come home and carry that torch forward? Because I know one thing, when the dust settles, the real story will be written by those who dare to believe, and I'll be here, roaring louder than ever, with all of you, waiting for that game-changing moment where history remembers that it was the Lions who roared first in the darkness and refused to be silenced.